And now, a word from our sponsors.
Idle Talk After Dark, brought to you by
bye.
absolutely nothing. All right.
We have no sponsors.
If you'd like to
And
sponsor us, let us know. Okay, welcome to Idle Talk After Dark,
Woohoo!
where it's just me and Tom in the office looking at each other, talking about things.
Talking about dumb stuff.
Well, stuff that we can't talk about on the radio. So
Well, you could, but you'll probably offend a lot of people.
Because this
maybe.
this is supposed to go to a different audience. Because the audience that we talk to on the AM station is AM station listeners.
Yeah.
So we're trying to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to call this podcast 0 of season zero, and we got that from one of our marketing guy.
The guy that just redid our website.
Yeah.
Might as well call him out.
Yeah.
Might as well call Mitch out. I mean, come on.
Yeah, Mitch at Brand Nerd. So we're just going to talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that and things that kind of annoy us. And I don't know, as just being motorheads our entire lives, we naturally gravitated towards each other, and then
Vroom, vroom.
now we have a business together. So there's that too. So I don't know where you wanted to start, Thomas.
What I was thinking was I was driving the other day, right? And I was thinking about annoying habits that your spouse does when you drive. Something like you find annoying. Because...
That I find annoying about you when you drive?
Oh, yes, and I'm sure you find plenty. How many hours do we have, huh?
Where shall I start? Oh. Okay, so... Do you really want to go into this?
Oh, why not?
Because I know there's about 1,000 things that I do that bother you.
Oh yeah, that's why I bury myself in my phone.
Which are the complete antithesis of what you do when that bothers me.
I do the exact opposite.
So when we're driving together, and you're driving. I'm in the passenger seat, and we've been married for 17 and a half years. So we know when not to say something to each other because it'll just annoy the shit out of each other. So when you're driving and we're in a 2-lane highway,
mm-hmm.
and you come up behind someone who's going slow, instead of judging how long it's gonna be for you to close the gap,
mm-hmm.
you come all the way up to the rear end of them, hit the brakes, follow them, and then get annoyed and go, I gotta go around this guy. And then you have to wait for a gap for you to get into the other lane to go around the guy. Instead of seeing the person in the slow lane or in the right lane, knowing you're closing that gap pretty well, knowing that they're going pretty slow, and checking your side view mirror and going around them before you just run up their
ass. Sounds
like
you have it all planned out.
I do plan it out, because if I don't want to hit the brakes, if I'm going to run up someone's ass, I'd much rather I see, okay, there's a pretty good rate of close here on this person in front of me. Is there anyone coming next to me? Yes. Okay, wait for that person to go. Bang the turn signal, get in the left lane.
So you're talking like a 4-lane road, like 2 lanes going each way.
Yeah, a 2-lane highway. That's how I started. 2-lane highway.
4-lane. If it's a 4-lane highway, 2 lanes
no,
in each
it's
direction.
not.
Yeah, it is.
2-lane highway.
2-lane highways like your back roads. That's like what's outside the house here.
I'm gonna Google
it's 2
it
lanes
as we're talking.
That's right.
What?
That's right. I'm gonna die on this hill. A horrible death.
Lane.
I am gonna die a horrible death.
Highway.
She's loading that spear gun right now.
Definition.
Gonna drive it right through my heart.
2-lane highways refer to roadways consisting of 2 lanes in the cross section, 1 for each direction of travel. Okay, right.
Woohoo! I got something right.
Okay, you're right there.
I'm gonna gloat.
Okay, I said so when go back. I said 2 lanes, like I meant 2 lanes going, a left and a right lane.
Oh, you're talking a 4-lane highway, like 422,
yes.
222.
Yes.
And not 222 between like Kutztown and Allentown.
No.
Which is now somewhat 4-lane.
So that's one of the things that bothers me, because you don't judge the rate of close on the car that's in front of you, because you're just blah 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 talking.
I'm talking.
Not pay, or when there's people breaking up ahead of us on a 2-lane road, 1 lane in each direction.
Okay, I did that the other day.
And you're just like, rate of
And
close,
you
rate of
yelled at
close.
me.
And I'm like, close, stopping. Oh, hit the brakes.
I wasn't.
kind of
I
stuff
wasn't paying attention on that one the
It's
other
that
day.
kind of
So
stuff
yeah,
that-
you
that-
warning me.
gets me a little nervous.
You worry about how I drive, don't you?
Because I don't want you to run into the back of someone.
That's why I drive slow everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. like speed limit.
Yeah, you are the speed limit. Mr. Speed Limit.
So let's see. What drives me nuts when Ashley drives? I bury my head in the phone. It's mostly speeding. And then she also, well, she doesn't really judge the rate of close because she's always in a passing lane.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I'm passing.
Yes, everybody at a high rate of speed.
Not at a high rate of speed. If someone comes up behind me and they're going faster than me, I will slide over.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like racing anybody. I just
Yeah.
drive fast to drive fast.
Yeah.
But I drive fast responsibly.
Responsibly.
Yeah, like on a highway, if there's not a whole lot of other cars, I'll get, but not on like a road like where we live.
Not a 2-lane.
Not a 2-lane.
Not a 2-lane highway.
No.
She's
It's
like,
not a highway. It's a 2-lane roadway.
oh, here we go. With
Because
the
a highway,
Still trying to win this.
But isn't a highway something that's like an interstate and intrastate, and it has like a number to it and everything? that
yeah,
you-
they all have numbers. Actually,
I know, but it's not like a road like this is road number 402A or something like that, and a
Yeah.
highway or like a 4-lane or a 6-lane or whatever it has like a 73, 422, 9.
You're talking like bigger numbers, like
yeah, well,
like double and single digit numbers.
yes. Double, single, and triple digit numbers instead of quadruple numbers.
Triple digits.
Yeah, because
That's the speed that you drive, right?
No, it's not. But the like the road out here has like a 4-digit
Yeah.
number to
oh
it.
yeah, they all have like some kind of identifier number.
Yeah, and like really even smaller roads could have like a 5-digit number to it.
Yeah, they're on just like little white signs alongside the road. You'll see them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about this. You know what annoys me.
Me in general.
Yeah, I just, gosh, I get like freaked out when I pay attention to how you drive. So I stop.
Why
paying
do you get
attention.
freaked out about how I drive?
You drive fast everywhere, and you like run up on people too. Just
I
like
do not run up on people. You run up on people. I do not. Listen, my brain is
Oh.
like this all the time.
Is it?
It is always working. That's why I have a stop and a go button. When it's stop, it's time to sit on the sofa, fall asleep. That's how my brain works. It's either on or it's off.
Oh, okay.
It's my ADHD brain. You wouldn't understand. You're not.
No, I don't
freaking
have ADHD. I don't have ADHD.
You're
so I don't know.
You're Mr. Asperger's. Concentrate on one thing for long periods of time with total disregard of what the time could or couldn't be. I think this is marital counseling before
Marital
it's anything.
counseling. Oh man. So I said it's after dark.
Yeah.
It's like anything goes. That's why I picked the topic of, hey, let's come out and tell each other how we don't like each other's driving. But yeah.
And
I
you
don't
also
know.
fall asleep.
Yeah,
You
I
fall
do.
asleep
I am a narcoleptic driver.
and passenger, which is completely fine. Like, I
Yeah.
don't mind driving, but
I get tired sometimes, and the hum of the road just puts me to sleep.
So I'll tell a story. So we're going out to Lebanon to one of my friend's weddings. And it was raining and it was dark. And it was, I don't remember what time of year it was. I think it was spring.
I think it's spring.
Yeah.
But like before the trees had leaves or anything.
Yeah. So I don't remember. Anyway, so it was dark. It was like around 6:00. We were heading out there and it was dark already. And I said, before we left, I said, are you going to be okay? I'll be fine. Okay. So on back roads, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But we get out to a major highway. And so I'm paying attention to him because I know that once we get onto a highway, things can get a little dicey with the eyeballs opening and closing, eyes opening and closing. So I'm watching them, looking out the window, enjoying the scenery, whatever I can see. And next thing I know, I see the leg going up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And then I see the hand on the steering wheel.
Start tapping away.
And I'm like, are you okay? And I get a pause. We're going to have to stop and switch. Like, it was probably about an hour away.
Yeah.
And
I
we were
didn't
about
even make it 15 miles, I don't think. Maybe I did. 15 or 20 miles.
You probably made it 15 or 20 miles out to 78.
Yeah.
And then it was all over from there. So
that long straight stretch and the hum of everything in the car just puts me to sleep.
yeah.
I can't.
So we did
because when we travel together, it's usually like the radio's off. We're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep. Like we're talking, everything's like humming along, and
then it gets really quiet over on his side of the car. And I'm like, oh, he's sleeping.
Yeah, doesn't take long.
I don't mind. And the thing about if I'm in the car with someone, I generally don't have the radio on because we're talking, you talk on and off and then you turn the radio up and down, up and down, up and down. So I just generally have gotten used to just kind of leaving the radio off if there's both of us in the car because we're just kind of on and off chatting, and we don't mind not listening to the radio when we're together in a car. I don't know. We just hardly ever turn the radio on.
Yeah.
We're too busy commentating about
John, about all the other drivers on the road and how terrible they are.
Well, not necessarily other drivers on the road, but like other cars on the road. Like, oh, did you see that? Oh, look, what is he doing? Look at this guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, he wants to get around. Oh, now he's a race car driver.
What's wrong with that guy?
You're like, oh, he had to go someplace real fast. So, yeah, I mean, so yeah, you fall asleep.
Yeah, I do. So I need one of those. I need like something that has like a spike that comes out of the seat and pokes me in the rear end. And I fall asleep. Maybe I need to like have a seat full of like nails, like the people lay on the bed of nails.
So you don't fall asleep?
I just need like a seat of nails. That way I don't fall asleep.
Okay. I'll figure that out for you. I get that squared away for you.
Imagine that in an accident. How did he die?
Well, he was impaled by all the nails that he had on his chest.
Well, he was just trying to stay awake and he had this custom seat made.
Oh, sorry.
And somebody hit him from behind and sat him back really hard into the seat, and, well, now he's a kebab.
Yes. Anyway, so what are the things that I do? This is your topic, so you better think of something there,
I know.
buddy.
I'm thinking here. You know what drives me nuts? Another thing.
Tell me.
That you leave a stick shift car in second gear when you park it.
Why yeah. What is it supposed to be in?
In first or reverse. It's supposed to be in first or reverse because it's the most mechanically hard to make the engine turn over. It's supposed to be the hardest for the engine to turn it. If it
always
tries
put
to
it
roll
in
away.
second or fourth.
Yeah, that bothers me.
Why?
First or reverse. I should have listed out everything. It would have been like Festivus, the grievances. But now here I am under pressure and I can't come up with any.
This was your idea.
I know.
Okay.
I know it was.
I was going to say something else about...
Because we'll argue when we drive. I need to write them down.
Yeah, but we kind of argue. We usually pay attention to the other cars on the road and
look at this guy. Look at this effing guy.
We'll commentate about the car themselves and then maybe sometimes the driver. I mean, right?
Yeah.
We're always looking at the cars first.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Judging people by what they're driving.
Well, yeah. I mean, that... Doesn't everybody do that? I mean, come on.
That's why you got status symbol cars, right?
Yeah.
This was an experiment on stuff, so that's why it's 0.
Yeah.
Season 0.
Yeah.
It may or may not exist in the future.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're just going to give it a try and see what happens. And now, a word from our sponsors. This podcast brought to you by Yingling. I drank one before this podcast. Thank you for listening to Idle Talk After Dark. We'd love to hear your comments. Please click the email link in the show notes and drop us a line. We'd love to know what you think. If you loved it, please rate us. If you didn't like it, please rate us. We'd love the feedback. And as always, please wear your seatbelt and have a great day.